that was in the media today. I just wanted to say, this, I saw this. It was talking about the California party and how they have punishments for people that are pro-Palestine. I think you need to be careful with that, especially given what has recently come out with their Klankla and what has of Israel, because people have put two and two together. That's where they're going to go hide with all the money of the government because they can't talking about you people. Okay. So, oh, Rosalind Carter is dead. Okay, that's a good thing too. Okay. I just wanted to show you. This has something to do with what I'm going to talk about. This is like when you this these two things that I put together, it's like a war drink. You drink this to divinate on like what's in like specific situations of a war, psychedelic warfare intelligence. And there's something that's about to come out with how they played in the spiritual reality. She's a tarot reader, but she's also in chemistry. So when she was doing her spiritual thing, she was off. But now that she's doing this chemistry thing that you think it's all bright and shiny, now you want to play. And there's something that's about to explode in somebody's face playing with me regarding my work and these tarot cards and what they saw with these disgusting delusional bitches like Kim and Stephanie and Brandy running around online causing chaos with those cards. And I'm using them to code in different computer systems and to do something completely outside of the box and different. And something is blowing the fuck up with how long it took them playing games, making it seem like, oh, there's nothing going on. Didn't I tell you, look at this now? They're saying this and this and that. Yeah, but you guys orchestrated that. Oh, I don't want to hear all that. Yeah, because now it's like everyone saw what was going on. Their whole thing for the past 4 years is how do we make it seem like we didn't do what we did for the past 10 years, playing with everyone's name and everyone's family. And now they have to pay up everyone in court, and now they're getting killed, and now they have to get out of their jobs, and hell of shit is going on. And it's complete mayhem and chaos. There's no organization, period. There's not going to be an end to it, period. It's not going to stop, period. You're going to keep on experiencing the same shit, period, until it gets turned off. So one of the things that's coming out is, one, there's an end to that psychedelic warfare, psychic warfare, where they were trying to keep things silent, keep stuff quiet, playing games with paperwork, starting hella shit, making it seem like they weren't doing what they were doing, trying to plant stuff in the media and then create fake ass like relationships. Like, well, if people think that me and Robin are together, they will think that this is that and that is that. People will just think that you need to be shot and that you orchestrated something for several years playing with the Daily, because no one takes you seriously. And that's why I could get on here and sit and play with you guys all day and nothing happens. Or I'll just say this, I could get on here and I could play with you guys all day and you have no idea that I'm just sitting up here playing because you have no idea it's already done and it's already over and nothing's going to happen. And there's nothing that you can do to stop what's coming next. Fuck up. You're still done in the cartel. 6 people with businesses, one including Robin, have found out that the cartel has completely cut people off until this stops, and that they want to give me the supply because they want to see what I do with the business that's not run off theft and starting a bunch of bullshit, and what I can do with spell work that I help them with. And I just wanted to say Highway 10 has officially reopened because it came out what they were doing, keeping closed the freeway. That can be reopened the same way that they built developments for cyborgs and shit like that overnight. Is the same way they had to reopen that damn highway, so it's open again. For those of you guys who didn't know about that Highway 10 drama and Robin wearing a LAPD, LA Fire Department hat and exposing themselves. That's another good view. So, there's something that's gonna come out with there's some this following. Good. Somebody followed me on the bus and they started recording me because they have that technology where they get next to you, they hack your phone, or they get next to you and they start screaming in your ear, upload you to. They have to upload themselves, and then go swallow acetaminophen, aka something that's in like it's the base in like several vaccines, and they pumped it up into the air, and then they laced it into the food that we ate in like processed foods in three different elementary school distribution sites in like 1998 and 2002 to target like few specific kids, right? So I recorded this person just so you guys can see what they do. But why would you go sit next to her and then you start opening up your phone and then you start talking about victim of a crime? But that's why I'm doing this, so people know to keep defunding them. Because as long as they think that that's okay and that they can still do that, that's how you know it's done. Several people have like lied, reported my name, did this and that, thinking that they were gonna go get in with white women over there and like, okay, but I got a few kids if you need them, but just let me know, right? And then getting shot at, and that's why they're a victim of a crime. There's no suspect. We don't know if that even happened. How do you know it's towards you? You could just been a bystander. So that's what happened here. And then went to go move because I mentioned it. Um. Oh, something's gonna come up again with these tarot cards, and I screenshotted this. This popped up on my timeline. This Mova Gold, but this popped up on my timeline. I don't watch their reading up and like who's getting caught up in what the fuck is going on because they're always putting stuff in their readings. But I looked her up because something told me go look her up because she was doing a tarot reading that was exposing somebody like that was causing a bunch of drama in Ohio. Veronica's hella messy, but they were starting hella shit with her name, Brand in them, and they got like she came and got a reading from me that she knows all of them, and she left because she almost got killed because they were lying and playing games and starting a lot of shit. A lot of people got killed in Ohio. It was very bloody. But I when I went to go look on her page, this is the first thing that popped up. These two people that got killed the day after we were talking about what happened in the court in Atlanta. I remember we talked about how they were doing writs of execution on people's bank account. Like, oh, I didn't even know I had a court case, but they took 3 transactions out of my account because somebody sent out this other platform. You can see all the deposits. It's all right there. So I went and I saw all the shit that they were charging on my card, what this person was doing with my card, what that person was doing with my bank account, and I saw that I'm missing like $8 million, and that's how this got started. Yeah, and so I went to go look up her name, and then this popped up, and I said, okay, something's about to blow up with these tarot cards, and somebody playing in Atlanta tough. And then look what got started. Daisy, I just want to let you know that somebody's sending out things that you're looking at on your YouTube. So, because we're about to talk about these 2 tarot readers, we're still talking about women that went missing in the 80s and 90s because of Brandy and them playing at Bullhead. So then they posted this. I have about 6 of these. These are like, this is like brand new, recent, where the media started posting about all these black women that went missing in the 80s and 90s regarding this probate court. It's the probate court that's going to come out because somebody got into a big ass fight over what is going on in here regarding the fact that Brandy's still running around as a big ass schizophrenic, starting hella shit throughout LA. And then causing hella problems online with tarot cards and running her mouth and putting shit in videos way months ahead of time to make it seem like I'm a psychic and this and that. But it's because you were getting pulled in for questioning by the feds and specifically getting information that you were putting in readings to cause hood wars and start drama in your mouth, leading to the death of Hermias and causing hella chaos and being involved in that. It's one messy bitch that she was friends with that knows all those other messy hosts because it's like one bitch works up and down. She is the queen of South Central or whatever, and they all run after her to stay next to a few hood niggas to see if they can like make it seem as if they're a part of a game. And although we're moving weight tonight, I know we're processing and like you have to work too, I gotta work too. And we're not just rich for nothing, like bullshit like that. And just messy, chaotic nonsense that has no need anywhere. So they started posting about this, right? So then boom, they posted about this. Yeah, all these people started going missing and playing with probate court because it was all at once. It was all at once that they all went missing. Now, boom, Stacey Abrams, her brother-in-law, um, charged with human trafficking. And what does this mean? A federal judge's husband charged with human trafficking. Oh, ooh. Okay. So you guys know when you went to Atlanta playing games in the court, they started reviewing all the judges, right? Stacey Abrams, she's been on to show you that they're not about to play in Atlanta about the court case that I'm about to go file because this should have been done, right? So I shouldn't have never even had a reason to file a court case in Atlanta had you never followed me there, stalking and harassing me with virtual reality. And that's how that whole chaos got started with that quadruple homicide. It was that triple homicide that happened throughout East Point in the north and Adams Morgan. It's not Adams Morgan, Adams Point. It's like it's more close to the north than it is East Point. Its future is from there. Adams Morgan, I believe it's in and that's gonna get somebody shot as well. It's another project like Chocolate City. So what ended up happening here was they started looking into everybody that was playing yellow games, starting hella shit at my apartment, going in and out. And it was really, you guys remember I just called out the serial number for that camera. It was a Google camera that I got. And I called, it's a ring camera, like a doorbell camera. And I got the serial number and I called it out on my YouTube. And bling bling blow. How did you get that woman in and out of this place? Because I saw her come in, but I didn't see her leave. They caught hella people with that camera. So now there's something else at it, and it's just constant. And this is what we're talking about when I came out that place and I pulled the tarot cards out and I got that Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. It's just constant going through fuckery, constantly getting exposed, constantly trying to clean up this disaster and that disaster, and constantly losing hella fucking money. There's bitches that work at like they work for the government or they work for like Social Security or whatever, and they never have any money and they're doing disgusting, deplorable sex work, 4 or 5 men at a time, kids involved, animals involved, he goats and she goats and all kinds of fuckery involved because you don't have any money, and it's just getting more and more. God is showing you freedom. Lack of freedom comes in several ways. There's several ways to skin the cat. All right. So now there go the police, just wanting to be known, wanting to be heard, and wanting people to know that they're starting shit and using taxpayer dollars to cause chaos. So now one of the other things that got put up with this is, remember Merlene, Pauline, Claudette, whatever Drake was talking about on that first person shooter, and he was naming all those names. Koreatown fourplex engulfed in flames. You want to set the highway on fire, or set your apartment on fire and then get it put in the news? Yeah, they did. There's one that looks just like this. They say that they do accounting and legal stuff. They're about to get ran up in. Woo. And it's this sloppy. It says sloppy Drake warned of the brutal consequences as fans point out that the Canadian rapper doesn't know how to throw hands. This all happened today, and then this happened. 4 women dead and 1 critically injured in Memphis. You, this right here, the real me. I can't. Whoa, money bag yo, and y'all just keep on. And oh, it's so OD. No, I know who's starting this. It's so OD because these hoes went to go play with the feds and niggas got guns and they OD with them. So now they starting shit with the princess, the high priestess now because she's seeing things. She's just in a way, it's really not that serious. She's just in a spiritual way. She's just in a spiritual state. Now they running around being more OD with pills and doctors and all kinds of stuff because now it's going too fucking far because it's too OD. So now you you just keep starting shit. The minute I got on here, I knew you cleaning up my Akasha. That's Moneybag Yo. Swear he's cleaning up his Akasha. Let's see. I don't know, brother. He's out of the duat though. I had some folks trying to charge me. Talk about murders and robberies. Yeah, but they all play with the feds. So good. That's what they were building up towards. Good. Now we can expose Drake. Because they were told, like, before they got into their career, there's someone that sent them an email. All the rappers get an email, and Drake doesn't know this. That's why he's like sitting around people that can really have him knocked. Before you get into the game, they send an email about what you have to do, play with the feds, do this, do that, who's all the ops, social justice, how you're gonna meet Daisy and Leon. It's like, yeah, all of that. And it sends them like in March of 2023, this is gonna happen. In October, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. The rappers all knew that they were gonna try that with me, taking me to that ward place to play with me because I actually, what happened was I listed myself as somebody's emergency contact in case they try to take away her daughter because they were doing this to her because she was complaining about her baby daddy trying to drug her to try to make her do sex work and stuff like that. So it was a few mothers that contacted me and I helped them. And that's why they're doing that because this is really going up in court. And are you sure that well, can she be a witness? da 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 da, like, oh, I'm an expert witness with my craft and stuff like that, and trying to make it seem like I can't be a witness to people and help them with documents and gathering information and stuff like that. And I need you to know, in order to classify somebody as extremely mentally ill, you need to make sure that none of this shit is actually happening, because this right here is very explosive. Memphis, Tennessee. This with Drake. This with the fire. This with Stacey Abrams and them. These are the white men that follow me all around, by the way. I was just showing their face because this is coming up, and my husband has access to my phone, so he just goes on and he sees it. And then he runs their face in systems. Watermelon. Right. Right. And then it's coming out. And then all this with right here, SpaceX loses contact with the Starship rocket after launch. This is nothing. What they're really mad about is the fighting, because Elon Musk tried to basically create hella clones and go through different companies, and other people didn't know how serious this whole space travel thing was. So their mechanics were getting edited, stuff was falling out of the sky. They weren't allowed to have their own base. Hella shit was going on, hella chaos and confusion. And now he can't do any. He realized that everyone found out what they were doing the whole time, that they were all just clones in a body that was created by some like weird ass bitch in space. And she got smacked the fuck out and has to get the fuck up out of here, period, because there's a bunch of entities all surrounding her, and that they can't play in space the way that they used to, where they were using our kids and using our kids their homework to basically create, and they had no melanin and they have no food and no gifts or nothing like that. And they were playing with little holes and whores that they run that just happen to like be on the planet. Or let's say, for instance, like, oh, my son is on the planet but I'm not there, to bring us to the planet so they can try to use our children and use our energy, or vaccines, or this and that. Give me 1 second. Or vaccines, or this and that. Good. To play in our energy, to then get to our kids to play in the dream state. And really, when we talk about the dream state, it's just a specific substance space and reality space. Like the way that's surreal. Oh, that's so surreal. Oh, that's so sublime. Or that's so nostalgious. Those are substance scapes and those are reality scapes. And you can program those if you have specific systems. That's what they're trying to do, to program those, but they only can get as far as movies. So they want something where they can play with people like that all day, and that's why you're sitting there doing sex work in space. That got shut down because no one's going over there to go pay those hoes to go run around, play with on planet Earth. I'm only bringing you that whole thing got exposed because look how they act on planet Earth, and they didn't know that though, that they were being ran by entities. But you are bringing period blood to work. Your baby daddy doesn't fuck with you, and you're lighting up his whole family. You're playing games with all these bitches that play with tarot cards online, and you think it's cute. You're making up stories, and you don't even get the state correct. Oh, I thought she moved to a different state. Oh no, I don't know her then. Sorry, no, I can't write a statement because I didn't know you were gonna like act on that and like start a bunch of shit. Yeah, but you got everybody in my hood killed because I thought that was a joke. Why would that be a joke, playing with somebody like this, or uploading somebody to virtual reality and having shit blasting in their ears, bitch? What the fuck joke is that? That's how you get murdered. You're intending for it to be fatal when you upload to somebody. So any police officer hearing about this and they're not arresting people immediately, they're getting a job. Good. You should never open this up to the public and allow people to download VBS3 and do a bunch of bullshit. By the way, this right here with HIV medication is about to explode. You only been exposed to HIV. Yeah, because you went to go play. So they're investigating all these judges. So good. You want to go play. You're playing in the court. You're starting shit with weird ass, disgusting women that their husband is black women, so they're lighting up the whole United States and causing hella drama. Get the fuck out of here! What? And you're hella mentally ill, and you're starting hella shit in people's families, and you're just creating hella fucking chaos, and you're just hella disgusting, and that's why you don't have anything. And then you're running after me, trying to get this and that, and no one's taking you fucking seriously. And this is why this is happening, because what the fuck did you put in the needles or the IV drip, or are you sure the needles were clean? Okay, but we need to clean needles so we can inject ourselves with drugs and stuff like that. So they may need to get the dirty needles. It's fine. Well, they'll just ask Dace for help, and they can use this in their DNA to host this chemical server. Now I can type this up on the computer in English, and then it will clean out all the needles. That's what you guys are basically dealing with right now. But you deserve it. But you fucking deserve it, though. actually deserve that level of fuckery where people are like crafting shit like that, doing shit like that. You deserve that bullshit all the fucking way, and you're gonna get like 185% of it every single day. That's what they're doing because they're on. They're not like seeing things properly at all, and that's what they're doing. And somebody just said, "Wait, hold on. Like, what am I listening to? That's what you deserve. That though, you deserve it because I told you, and you thought that was a joke until look at this bullshit. There's some innocent people. Yeah, that's hella foul. But for the most part, those people good. At least out of the 450, at least 86 of them knew about the Dream Machine, but they actively supported it and operated it. About 120 of them knew about it and thought it was funny that a black woman got put in virtual reality because she knows something about math and science, and white people want to play with her and tamper with her with chemicals and psych wards and shit like that. You deserve it. Now everyone's crying and complaining about paquite and why can't we get real coca? And I have a farm though, but I can't grow anything. Even peyote, I can't even grow. I can't even grow mushrooms. Why can't we do this and that? They have all these new recipes and stuff like that. Why can't we get involved? You deserve it though, because now all of them are realizing like, oh, I wouldn't be off and doing what I'm doing had we never switched to alcohol years ago. Because Papa, I got that bad alcohol. That's why I'm off like this. Don't say that. Don't say those things, right? And now you're suffering from the consequences of what you created now. And that's why a lot of these people in the cartel, they went to go play with Martha, thinking that they're gonna play with me and trying to like, oh, we're getting our honor back and we're getting this and that back by playing because their kids are all off because of the shit that they did though. It's something where the sins of the forefather are always exposed and then fall upon the children. We should expand that verse. Let me get my Bible real quick. I think I need to testify. Ho! And you're playing with my brother Kershnik? Oh my god. Yeah, just super funky and super messy and super ratchet. And like you're playing games with white people. And you guys don't understand why people, they don't know that what they're doing is not proper warfare. It's just bitch assness. They think that they're doing something solid. And they pride themselves on Armias and we did Aaliyah and we did this. But ever since then, they've been dying. Have you noticed that? They're the ones that did all that, they're not even here right now. The ones that did Armias, they're all gone. They're not even here right now to watch it. There's only but 3 of those females left. And they're gonna sit and tell the media what they fucking did playing with Armias, playing with Ethiopia. Because that was beyond, with Armias, that was beyond what you guys understand. That was about Haile Selassie and them and playing games with his father. You guys should have never even like got involved in that hood nonsense, talking to even be playing like that. And it was about his mom for beating the fuck out Central that had everyone going to Spearing. But all your 9-6s and all your fucking old schools, and now they're all missing. And that's what you guys are went to go play with. But that's what you deserve, that big ass bullshit, baby. You deserve it. I do. I have something in the book of Ezra, but not, we'll be back to that. Jeremiah, not really, but there's something going on with the San Francisco because a politician got exposed and somebody had to walk him out of a conference. Daniel, book of Daniel, chapter 4. Here we go. Chapter 4 is good. 4. Peeps to tell you about the miracles and wonders the Most High God has done for me. How great are his miracles and how mighty is his wonders. His kingdom is an eternal kingdom and his dominion is from generation to generation. I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at ease in my house and flourishing in my palace. I had a dream and it frightened me. While in my bed, the images and visions in my mind me. So I decreed to bring all the wise men of Babylon to me in order that they may make the dreams interpretation known to me. When the magicians, mediums, Chaldeans, and diviners came in, I told them the dream, and they could not make its interpretation known to me. Finally, Daniel, named Belteshazzar, after the name of my God, and the spirit of the holy God is in him, came before me. I told him the dream. Belteshazzar, aka Daniel, head of the you guys did with those tarot readers and playing with my work, and they are not fucking having it. People went bam on the California endowment for that bullshit. And you're playing with that weird ass bitch going around playing intensities. Once again, I'm gonna repeat myself. Going around looking for underage children to sexually assault, to normalize the pedophilia and the incest that you got involved in your own family as a young person, that you allowed to then translate into your whole lifestyle and career. And now your whole entire day is surrounded around who to fund, how to create budgets, how to put people in office so you can continue to finger 12 and 13 and 14, that the spell that they took via meth is now breaking so that everyone check. And that's why you guys are getting what you're getting with 450 people getting infected with HIV. And I mentioned it. And now the CDC and hell other people are like, ooh, this can actually turn left if somebody finds out that there's a big ass hole in the Department of Justice website platform that we tunnel into like three different folders in Amazon through EBT. And then from there, if in the EBT folder, they can get into two other files and folders and create a technology to stop any budget in the United States, which Brother Asico is going to go do now. And see, now, Brother Asico going farther than far. You see? Not your fault. Just doing appropriate warfare. Now seeing Brother Asico purpose for you. So now, well, now actually, right? And now where we come to Nebuchadnezzar not being able to look into his dream, but needed to call on somebody to do that, aka divination. And what we're doing right here with divination and how he brought a bunch of people that could not divinate on his dream because they were not allowed to. And something's going to come up with people playing with these tarot cards and playing with me and playing with my work and then trying to go play with that chemistry and getting smacked the fuck out. That chemistry book, I'm not supposed to touch it until I'm told to. I'm not finishing that chemistry book until I'm told to. And you're playing with goofy, disgusting, delusional bitches with big ass foreheads and they're like in their 40s starting hella shit and starting hella nonsensical hood wars and you're playing with me and there's no chemicals on the planet. And the thing with the HIV retrovirals is because everyone's DNA got an up, like demotion or an upgrade. There's people that like are in between, like they didn't know about it. They're just taking their retroviral so they don't spread it, or they got the disease and they're getting an upgrade to their DNA and their drugs are not working because they were cut with half carbon or baking soda or baking powder so that they can like extend the drug somewhere else or use it for something else elsewhere. And then there's another half where the there's another half where because of the resistance, antibiotic resistance, and because you're eating, you don't know what strain you have because they've all been up to play with you. Oh, I had a foodborne HIV because I ate this fucking weird ass meat. Okay, I didn't know that you guys were like pickling meat from like the 40s and 50s and putting it in McDonald's. Okay, that's disgusting. Right. Or I didn't know that I slept with this person but I used a rubber. Yeah, I had herpes. I didn't know that there's a certain type of herpes that you can get by using intravenous drugs. I was just like doing like workout stuff. I didn't know what this was, enhancement drugs. And then what ended up happening to me was I got herpes instead of HIV. And then what happened was that that herpes was used as like a conduit for a higher level of HIV to come on. People think are COVID, but it's a new strain of HIV and all kinds of new like kuis and uchiwalis and critters because they're mixing and mingling things up. But it's really that incest. Yikes! It's really that incest with Cyborgia Clankla and how it ran through the hood hella quickly, especially in Colchester and Nottingham and playing in North and South London with a bunch of black and brown men that are now out of their mind, right? And they're trying to hide that the fact that there's a white bitch behind every single last one of those black men. It is a white bitch that is sitting right there spreading that gin, that agrogen, because they're having sex with their dad. Water wars again with Agda Duswai. You guys have to understand when we're sitting here and we're speaking these languages, it's not to sound cute. These languages destroy planets. Some of these words, like Vivi Kwanizai, that started a big ass war for us to talk about a flower that's in a woman's vagina. Only black and brown women have that in her vagina. And her name is Vivi Kwanizai. And she talks and there's Veterinaire near. That's very, very serious for us to be bringing those names down like that. Kwaisa. Those names are very, very serious and how they weave them through languages and playing like that. So when we're talking like this, you guys have to understand that there's a big ass war going on because of what these people started and how they cannot fucking hide it. Because I'm standing right here and I bet you by golly, wow, it's something's gonna get orchestrated. But this is what they're doing though. I can accurately say that this whole working is done now. They have to get people out of jail. They were trying to get women pregnant in jail, giving people qigong, starting a bunch of shit, bringing bitches into jail to have sex last minute. So all that was going on, and then all of it exploded, and then it got hella people out of jail. That's one of the reasons why people were keeping quiet, only to get people out of jail. Only to get people out of jail. I have another Bible verse too for this, and it's for people that are dealing with that right now, where they're trying to get their people out of jail, and they're dealing with this whole working behind the scenes thing, and like trying to like handle their business too, working and like doing a bunch of shit. No, Psalms, Proverbs number 9 would be better. Get into this with the Bible. Wisdom mounts because that shit was getting blocked. And the Seven of Swords because that's really done for. Pillars. She has prepared her meat. She has mixed her wine. What the fuck did I just say? That's Proverbs chapter wisdom versus foolishness. That's what this is called, and it's called Wisdom's Appeal. Proverbs chapter 9, and starting at verse number 1. She has also set her table. She has sent out her female servants. She calls out from the highest points of the city. Whoever is inexperienced, enter here. To the one who lacks sense, she says, come, leave inexperience behind, and you will live. Pursue the way of understanding. The one who corrects a mocker will bring abuse on himself. The one who rebukes the wicked will get hurt. Don't rebuke a mocker, or he will hurt you. Rebuke the wise, and he will love you. Instruct the wise, and he will still be wise. Teach the righteous, and he will still learn more. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Do you see what she's being sarcastic? Whoever is inexperienced, enter here. Why would God tell you the one who rebukes the wicked will get hurt? Don't rebuke a mocker or he will hate you. Why would you go towards the wise people in God's drama? Just speak for them to get more wise. That's That's the person that thinks that they're smart, not wise. Something's about to come out here with some of these people that are playing too, and you think that you're smart. Like, oh well, at the end, people just think that I didn't do this and this and that, and they'll think that I tried to do a good job, or they'll think that I didn't set up my hood, or they'll think that I was trying to help, or oh, we were only keeping this quiet so that this can come out. Oops, our families got fucking exposed. Yeah, hella nonprofits got exposed. A bunch of people got exposed. Everyone got exposed because they were supposed to be running organizations for this not to get happen. We were getting money for like conflict resolution and stuff like that, sitting in a circle with like 200 people, and they all planned all this bullshit so they can try to get money and recording stuff and not getting any emails back or getting anything, and orchestrating a bunch of bullshit and drama just with two people, just with me and Leon, orchestrating a bunch of drama that got millions of people hit, killed in between, kidnapped, harmed, sacrificed because they're playing games and everyone's watching them. Because everyone's watching this. I'm telling you, everyone's watching this. You saw what happened with CBS. By the way, I just have to say, CBS was one, but Walgreens was another one. And it was that sueña que sueña, and they were selling out a bunch of Dayquil, Nyquil, sleeping agents. Y'all still drinking cough syrup? Let me come make some new drinks. Okay. I didn't know that that's what your intention was. They said that you wanted to put us in jail. I figured, why is she wanting us all in jail? She's thick. We have fun too. This nigga stupid. So look it. So look. I know what he means though. Like, oh, like why we just like to party, you know? We just like to party. We just trying to have fun, right? It's my sister from the Loop in Chicago. We just trying to have fun. She was twerking on top of the car. They try to put her in 5150 and starting shit. She's just thick, yeah. But she like those psycho panties. Those are whoa. I'm telling you, thicker than a Snicker. Yeah, whoa, whoa. Keep going, sis. It was it CVS or Walgreens, and they were doing selling a bunch of cough syrup because they're getting ready for that sueña que sueña, where people were putting people to sleep and starting a bunch of shit. By the way, I don't know why when I walk into the store it says inventory management system. Why? I didn't do anything. I felt like attacked. Like, oh, is it because I was helping? Why? Is it because I'm here to help or what? Like, what are you trying to say? Let's make the magic. I feel like you should be careful with that word at CVS after what has gotten started. I just have to show you. Start decking the halls or decking her. Deck the halls with of holly. Fa la 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 la. There's no reason to be jolly. That's what they said to me. Fa la 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 la. CVS. Yes, when I first got out. I got out on the 11th, first day out. Your weekly ad. It was a weekly ad. Thank you. It's like a rap. It says something about sueña que sueña, and somebody went to go post something that is coming up at CVS with all the cough drops, cough medicines, a bunch of shit going missing. Or was it Walgreens? OTC. Yeah, here we go. Sueña que sueña. And something with Amana Mia. Tobacco. Hmm. Better make sure that's what you're smoking and not spice. And zinc. Yeah, zinc being one of the things that they stole to make emergency, and that's actually not what you need. It's actually bad for you in that capacity. Uh, so that's all I have to say, you guys. There's so much going on. I feel like that Bible verse was like perfect though, and it was for people that are like working, waiting for people to get out of jail and stuff like that. Don't bother with ratchets. Like with me, if I have to deal with the ratchet, I know it's like somebody's getting caught, or it's for a bigger door to open up for more chaos to go. So I'm already used to dealing with rat bitches. I don't expect them to give me anything. There's one thing that I needed to say that it's gonna make people angry, but it's necessary. We don't have any cremation material on the planet, and graveyards are getting full, and we cannot take any more land for graveyards when we need land for food. And New York has already told people, oh well, every few years you can just depress this and depress this and depress this. You can stock like three graves right in one. Isn't that a new way? It's like called vertical graveyard, vertical like funeral homes, right? Like it's just like a joke, like remember like vertical farming, where you can just stack all these graves because they really have no space. That's done now. That's over. What's gonna end materials that have gotten pulled from space? One of them needs to go back immediately. It's like by Neptune, a satellite that was supposed to be from Neptune. It's some material. It needs to get taken off the planet immediately. It's causing some chaos. That around me, she's like, take me off the planet because she's getting activated to go to war for me. And I told her, I don't need that much Neptune right now. This can put people to sleep like permanently though. You're talking about cryotherapy, you just won't wake up. You need her older sister from another galaxy and she won't even come down here. Why would she be here in the first place? It was the kids, they were playing games like in the kids can get big and they just go out in the galaxy at stars. A lot of your kids at night when they go to sleep, they go do that. And that's what you guys need to pay attention to your kids. They wanted to go play with your kid's star body. That's why they're eating some of the food and injecting these kids to keep them in a permanent sleep state over there where they go play, so that they can like run something on their physical body, especially these Neptunian children with Piscean placements and Cancerian placements and some Aquarian placements. There's chemicals that there that we need to activate, but I'm not going to do that until NASA, or not all of NASA, but it's only like two people, and it's Vanessa White. She needs to come to the consensus that we need to pull out those chemicals. We need to test them for what they are. I'll show you how to get past like the block areas in the molecular layer. I'll upgrade your system so you can actually look into molecular layers, so we can start getting going with cremation material. Otherwise, I'm just going to start taking stuff and I'm just going to start converting it. And then people will figure out by it giving them third-degree burns and shit like that on their yoni when they're supposed to be doing other stuff. Whoa! There you go. So it's sometimes we learn the hard way. Like, what is this? Oh, this is a different chemical. I could use this for something else. This is like bleach. They said it was like monostat or something to clean my lady parts. What is this stuff? Yeah, wow. There's a lot going on. So now, when I'm actually good, I socked in her mouth, went in her fucking mouth. Some bitch from space that's there, and they think that this is a joke. Like what they opened up with people knowing about space. I figured because you were too quiet. That's all why people like they really have no idea. We've been on to them for a minute. The minute they started that Tesla to the moon, I said, "What are you doing over there?" And that's when I started talking about niggas in space and who's gonna go out there and doing all that. And it came up in the stay in your lane. Hella people started going in on them. Like, well, where are you getting all the talent from, and where are you getting all the building materials, and who's doing this? You're taking like a team of eight supposedly, and then like wars get started in the hood. Hmm. You need to be careful with that. Take the ratchet ones. I'm sure Jaden would love to go be in space playing games. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say. Thank you.